And a good afternoon, everybody, from the 4-6s NRHA Derby presented by Markel. Hello, everybody. I'm Steve Ross here in the brand new and fabulous OG&E Coliseum. Gosh, we're still just luxuriating here in these new digs as we continue here through day one, section one at the NRHA Derby. Let's bring you up to speed because we do have a new leaderboard in the open. And it is none other than the future Hall of Famer himself, Craig Schmerschel. Craig showing a really nice 4-year-old gelding named Steamy Dreams for Krista Schulman. Came in and knocked out a 222, and nobody makes it look easier than Craig Schmerschel. And he really just finessed this horse through a beautiful, flawless kind of run. Had to help him a little bit there. He just kind of slipped on that ground. But Craig's so good with those hands. That was, if there was a trouble spot, it was maybe they got a little deep stopping on that second stop. Otherwise, he was really, really good. So that's your leader right now. Currently tied for third. In fourth is none other than the legend, the man in the green shirt, Sean Flaherty. He's riding Murata's Sean Prize for Taylor Sheridan's Bosque Ranch. This horse was good, 219.5. Sean had a little trouble getting out of the second roll back here. But other than that, he was Sean Flaherty being Sean Flaherty and put together a really nice run. Talked to him as he watched his video, and he seemed pretty happy with it. So a 219.5 currently tied with this man, Nathan Piper, riding one of my favorite Magnum Chick Dream mares ever. This is She's Got Magnitude for Lisa Klaus. This mare's not very tall, but she's not little, and she is gritty. Man, this mare's got ability, and she's such a pretty stopper. Crossing the Magnum Chick Dream on Gully. Gee whiz, you think it's going to work like that, but it really worked, and she's so pretty headed, just good in the front end. One of those you really hope to see in the finals. Let's talk about that. There was a little talk earlier in the day that maybe the scores are a little lower. Well, if you look at it, got a 7-maneuver pattern. And, you know, I'm not a judge, but I used to be one. I still kind of hang around those circles. I think they've done a really accurate job of reflecting those horses today. When you look at the overall scoring pattern, you know, 222 at the top of the leaderboard, and you got to say, we got about 3 days of 100 horses each just to get through this first go-round. And right now, 10th place, 217.5. Now, I don't think anybody thinks 217.5 is going to be the bubble this year. It's probably going to be a little higher than that. But some of those 219.5s, 219s that at first we kind of thought, it's probably not going to be enough, are looking a lot stronger as we only have 3 runs this time, 220 and above. Right now, GT Major Money and Leo Kellerman, who just went, we don't even have the highlights yet, but he laid down a 220 right behind him from early this morning in the first section, I believe, Glock 45 and Arno Honstetter for Storybook Stables with a 221. And then the leader we just showed you, Craig Schmerschel, with a 222. So a very, very competitive first day. We have some heavy hitters left to go here. Just coming up a little later on near the end of the section today, the great horse Bellissimo and Casey Deary, the NRHA Futurity Champion. He, looks like he's really rounded into form. We saw Casey on Custom Dream this morning, while Andrea Fapani is riding a full sister to that one for Devin and Jolene Warren this afternoon. So that's another one to watch for. That one's Do You Have the Dream? She's draw number 97. So a lot of really good horses coming up. Way too early to speculate on a bubble just now, but a very, very competitive first section of Go 1 of the Derby. Let's switch over to the Anaquan. They got a monster non-pro class going on over there. And let's see if they're about done with that. I know they're getting pretty close to the end. Just take a look down. Yeah, it looks like 2 sections remaining there, about 15 horses remaining. But let's go to the leaderboard now. Currently in first place, and it's been that way since this morning, Madison Rafas and Stop Like Voodoo. What a year, what a career Madison is having. I mentioned this morning, coming off that freshman All-American honor there at SMU, having a great career in the collegiate level, as she has here in the NRHA and the AQHA. This girl is really on her game right now. This one's owned by her mom, Shannon Rafas, so I know the entire Rafas family, her dad, Mark, happy to see this getting done. And after 100 and some horses have gone, she's still sitting on a 2-point lead. Currently in second place, Dana Pastorino on Ziggy Rocks for Pastorino Hay and Ranch Supply. Out there, one of my favorite towns in the world, Half Moon Bay, California. If you're going, take a jacket. Dana was a 217.5 on this great show horse. She's been good on him for years now, and he never seems to miss a beat. When he was in the Derby division, he put her in finals after finals, and he's doing the same thing here in the ancillary classes as well. Up-and-comer to watch for, this is Joy Deary, if that name's familiar. She's the daughter of NRHA professional Nicole and Casey Deary. And Joy putting down a good run on Got a Custom Spook, also with a 217.5. That puts her in a three-way tie for second, third, and fourth. I know Joy's parents got to see her happy to get this done on another great old campaigner. He's not really old, but, old. Let's put it that way, O-L-E. This just in, it's all about Rough and Taylor Zimmerman with a 217.5. That's that third horse in that three-way tie. We'll look at it right now on the leaderboard in the non-pro, and believe me, this is subject to change, and awards are going to take a while because we got about 6 divisions within this non-pro division. Everything is covered here. Stop Like Voodoo and Madison Rafas in first place with a 219. Ziggy Rocks and Dana Pastorino second place in a tie at 217.5 with Taylor Zimmerman, and it's all about Rough and Got a Custom Spook and Joy Deary. So stick around. We're going to have the awards if you'd like to join us here in Oklahoma City for that non-pro class in the Bennett building across the hall from the new OG&E Coliseum. I'm going to try to make those folks feel special, and I look forward to doing that. So I'm going to break and head over there. Some more great horses to come. Make sure and stay tuned to the live stream presented by Thor Sport. Really grateful to those folks for allowing us to watch all this reining wherever we are in the world for free. For Steve Ross here at the 4 Sixes NRHA Derby presented by Markel, saying so long, everybody.